What's up, gamers? Aaron Shack here, and we're going to check out the Final Fantasy XVI Deluxe Edition on the PlayStation 5. This is an unboxing. It says, "Fate is written in fire. Break your bonds, embrace Clive's iconic power, and summon your destiny." Dynamic action RPG combat, immense Eikon battles in a dark fantasy world. Deluxe Edition includes a special Clive Rosfield steelbook case and a cloth world map of Valisthea. And I think that's what really sold me on this, was the nostalgia of a lot of games would be oftentimes to include a map of the world. Okay, so first we have game case. And the cool thing I noticed about this is you open it up, yeah, it's got codes or whatever, but it's also got an alternate cover that you can flip. And this is the one, you know, with him with like the demon looking arm and fire stuff throughout and stuff. You know, it looks really cool for sure. So definitely a solid like regular case that you can utilize. And then here is the steelbook. So that's Clive, looking pretty dark. I mean, it's really actually, you know, I'm not really changing much with the lighting here. Like this is just genuinely difficult to see. It's not very bright. The back cover is pretty cool, but the front cover, it's like kind of hard to distinguish what it is. And of course the inside's pretty straightforward. And of course the downfall of video games no longer having any sort of instruction manual or fun little bits of art or whatever included with them is very sad. Okay, so I'm going to make a little room here because I think this map is going to take up a significant part of the desk here. And it is indeed a cloth map, so this is kind of the big highlight of the video, the big special part that distinguishes this from, you know, say a digital edition or any of the other physical versions of the game. This is the key feature that sold me on it. Alright, so it's coming in a little plastic bag there. Okay, and as we open it up, the back side is just kind of, you know, light colored. But yeah, now if we put the map out, pretty nice looking. It does have some writing on it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's legible at all, but it is a nice looking map, and if you did want to, like, you know, frame it or hang it up on a wall or something, you know, definitely Middle Ages. It shows all the different crystals that are spread throughout the regions, with all the different iconic powers. It looks like it has the names of all the various areas. Pretty cool. So I think it's kind of a nice little collectible there. And then of course it's got fold lines, so we can neatly fold it back up for storage with no issues. But yeah, pretty solid little box set there. Pretty concise video on this one. It's already become one of my favorite games this year. Final Fantasy XVI, along with Tears of the Kingdom, have been kind of the two games I've been playing quite heavily. And this Final Fantasy, for me, brings in more adult themes, more of a dark fantasy, and without getting into like spoilers or anything, it's a beautiful game. It's got a lot of story, a lot of cutscenes, which, you know, we don't really see in a lot of games. You know, some games will have scenes in between things or just little bits of dialogue or whatever, but it's very rare now that we're seeing like fully acted out scenes, you know, with a whole lot of stuff going on, whether it's action or whether it's dialogue or romance or all these various things. So I think Final Fantasy 16 certainly excels in a lot of ways, and everything goes neatly back in the box. Pretty solid box set here, which will look pretty great on the shelf. Beautiful art design. I mean, maybe they should have gone with something more like this for the cover of the Steelbook. It's really hard to see Clive on the Steelbook. So I have to say, if you were getting this just for the Steelbook, I would be cautious because that art is just so-so. Kind of hard to see, even in bright light. But I think the map makes up for it a little bit. I think more games should come with maps, and I definitely miss the instruction booklets that would tell you a little bit about the story, a little bit, little character bios, maybe even a couple enemy bios and stuff, just without getting into spoilers. But it's just always fun to have something to flip through on the drive home after buying a game, or even just for nostalgia, to look back at stuff and to just have something physical to remind you as games sort of start to flow into this more digital landscape where we're just not going to see a lot of these things anymore, and we're not going to be getting things like steelbooks and art books and maps and soundtracks. Everything will switch over to digital, and some of those things get lost to time, whereas it's kind of nice to have a physical copy. So let me know what you think in the comments down below of the Final Fantasy XVI Deluxe Edition. Check out our playlist to watch the full playthrough of this game that we're going to be working on the channel. I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you had a great time watching this video. Hopefully you found it helpful or informative if you're looking to purchase this particular edition of the game. So once again, thank you for watching. Hit that like button. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.